بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا وعظيمنا وحبيب قلوبنا وشفيع نفوسنا أبي القاسم محمد وعلى أهل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين وأصحابه الغر الميامين. الحمد لله الذي هدانا لهذا وما كنا لنهتدي لولا أن هدانا الله. Prime Minister Dr. Qadri, respected ulama, guests, brothers and sisters, I bid you the Islamic greeting of Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah wa barakatuh.
Repent!
The reason we exist is mercy. The reason we live is mercy. God is mercy. Our salvation lies in His mercy. But the reality is that the world that we live in today is a world devoid of mercy. Wherever you look in the world, you're searching for mercy. You're searching for rahmah. You're seeing children die innocently in the world. You're seeing many orphans, yatims everywhere. There are many widows with...
It's your soul in the balance, and I care about you. I don't want you to perish.
No one to look after them. You're seeing a lack of mercy as well between Muslims, where each Muslim sect is condemning another to hell rather than inviting each other towards heaven. You're seeing a world where we're condemning non-Muslims towards hell, as if we are the ones who are in charge of heaven and hell. Everywhere we look in the world today, the world is crying out for mercy, an ethos of mercy, a syllabus of mercy, a manifesto of mercy, or a constitution of mercy. The question arises, where do we find this mercy symbolized, or where do we find it manifested? And one of the solutions can be found in the character of Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. If we were to look at the life of the Holy Prophet, peace be upon him and his family, then we'll realize what the meaning of the verse was, وَمَا أَرْسَلْنَاكَ إِلَّا رَحْمَةً لِلْعَالَمِينَ. This wonderful endeavor from the Prime Minister and from Dr. Qadri to try and understand the meaning of the mercy for mankind is something fundamental in the world today. Whether it's in Yemen or in Syria, whether it's in Iraq or in India and Pakistan or in Afghanistan, there are children who are screaming for a merciful figure who we are able to implement in our lives. I've heard a lot of poetry in this conference. I've heard people reciting the Quran. I've heard beautiful sentences.
Do you feel
what exactly does it mean when we say that the Prophet Muhammad is a rahma lil alameen? There are many who quote this ayah, rahma lil alameen, wama arsalnaka illa rahmatan lil alameen.
Our soul is eternal.
What exactly did God mean by this statement? If you were to look at the life of the Holy Prophet, peace be upon him and his family, you'll find that every aspect of his life was mercy towards every creation of Allah, not just the human being. When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said rahmatan lil alameen, it meant that the humans, the animals, the plants, the solar system, all of them received some sort of rahmah from the existence of Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. He sponsored one orphan. There are many of us who may not even have sponsored one. Whereas the Prophet said, he who sponsors an orphan is like this with me in Jannah. How many of us today have come in the wilada of the Holy Prophet, in the week of the 12th of Rabi' al-Awwal? We can come here to honor him and to follow him.
And you
it's one thing saying I love Muhammad, it's another following Muhammad. Therefore on the second level, the orphan. On the third level, the widow. When Umar ibn al-Khattab's daughter Hafsa had nobody to marry, which man stood up and said, I will marry her? When Salama was a widow and had nobody to marry her, which man said, I will stand up and marry her? There are many who attack him and they say that he's a man who had a number of wives. They're right, he did have a number of wives. But did you ever ask what the social reform program was when he married these wives? It was a rahmah, a manifestation of Allah's rahmah on earth through Muhammad. That Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala did not want to see these ladies who had lost their husbands live in a world where no one will protect them?
Our hearts
Have
have
we
become
asked
hardened.
ourselves
We are
how
an
many
unbelieving
widows exist in the
nation.
world today?
Repent,
How many
America.
people have looked
Repent,
after them?
Louisiana.
You don't need to
Repent,
marry
New
the
Orleans.
widow, but
You
at least
celebrate
ask
your
about her.
wickedness, and
You
your
don't need
God
to
has
marry the
taken it
widow,
away,
but
even
don't
if for only a
exploit
season,
her.
just to
Because
give
there are
you
many
the
today when they see a
opportunity
widow,
to wake up.
they know that this lady is in need.
The
They know that this lady may
opportunity
not be
to wake up
educated.
from your
And you'll
slumber
see that they
so
show
that
a
you
lack
might
of
have
rahmah
life.
by
The
exploiting
city
her.
known
Whereas
for
the Holy
voodoo
Prophet
and
said,
black
no,
magic and
I,
witchcraft
your
has to
prophet,
wake up.
I was married
There
to
is power
Khadija
in the name
26
of
years.
Jesus
I did not marry anyone
break
else.
the curses
But
from your
now,
life,
if it means I'm
to
going to
break the
marry others
generational
so
sin,
that I
the
set an example of
ancestral
rahmah for
sin that runs
you,
deep.
so likewise make sure you set
So
an
much
example of
hurt,
rahmah for
so
the
much
widows as
anger,
well.
violence,
Therefore you had
murder,
rahmah towards
racism.
animals,
Wake up.
rahmah towards orphans,
Love Jesus.
rahmah
He will
towards
set
widows,
you free.
rahmah
He is
towards
the
the
rock
poor.
upon which we
How many of
stand.
us waste food
By
when we
his
go to a
stripes we
fancy
can
restaurant
find
where we
healing
don't
for our
think
wounded
twice
souls.
about gathering the food that we've left at the end? Do you know how many of us do
Repent,
israf
New
and how
Orleans.
many of us do tabdhir?
Now is
Where
the
many of
time
us do
to
not
wake up
consider
from your
extravagance.
slumber.
Where some of us have
The
even
time is
such
late.
a lack
Wake
of
up, New
rahmah
Orleans. Repent.
that at the end of
Believe
our
the
meal we tell
gospel
the
and be
waiter, take it
saved.
back, take it back.
Confess with
And if
your
someone
mouth
tells
that
us,
he's
let's
Lord.
collect
Believe
it,
in your
we look
heart that
down
God
at them.
raised him from the
Why?
dead, and you
Do you
can
know
have
how many
life
are on
for
the
your
street
soul.
today with nothing to eat?
Repent, New
Go
Orleans.
to the fancy restaurant. No one
Repent.
said it's
You are known
haram.
for your witchcraft
But at
and
the
your
end,
sorcery, your
even
black
one
magic and your
small
voodoo,
prawn can
Mardi
make a
Gras
difference to
celebrations
somebody.
of debauchery,
At the end,
and all
one
sorts of
piece of
sexual
bread,
immorality. But God sees you. He sees your
one
sin,
piece
and the
of
cup of
bread
His wrath
can make
is
a
filled up.
difference.
Repent before
Sometimes
it's
we
too
go to
late.
Muslim weddings, the amount of
Repent, my
israf
friends.
is unbelievable. Generosity is one thing, but do you see how much rice is spilt on the ground? Do you see how many people fill up their plates and leave their plates half full? Where is the rahmah of the man who would look after Ashab al-Suffa? Ashab al-Suffa, the speaker earlier mentioned Abu Huraira. Abu Huraira used to be of Ashab al-Suffa. They were poor. Ashab used to stay by the mosque of the Prophet. Which man came and said, bring the poor next to me, and then said, إنما الصدقات للفقراء والمساكين والعاملين عليها والمؤلفة قلوبهم وفي الرقاب. One man came and said, get sadaqah together, get zakat together. Look at ways in which we can eradicate poverty. When Allah has been rahim to you by giving you wealth, be rahim by giving some of that wealth back to the creation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Then after that, you have the rahmah towards whom? The rahmah towards non-Muslims. The most arrogant thing for a Muslim to do is to think they are the only ones going to Jannah. There are many Muslims out there today arrogantly think they're the only ones Allah created Jannah for. Who are you? Maliki Yawmiddin? You're not Maliki Yawmiddin. So why do you walk around like you are Maliki Yawmiddin? There are many Christians out there who are more Muhammadan in their character than Muslims. There are Jews out there who are more Muhammadan in their character than Muslims. There are others of no faith, but their akhlaq is the best akhlaq. When I see a non-Muslim, Ali ibn Abi Talib showed it beautifully when he said, people are of two types. They are either your brothers in faith or your equals in humanity. That's it. People are either my brothers in faith or my equals in humanity. When the Holy Prophet saw other non-Muslims, did he say kill them because they believe Jesus is the Son of God? Did he say kill them because they believe Moses is? No. قُلْ يَا أَهْلَ الْكِتَابِ تَعَالَوْا. Say, O people of the book, come. إِلَى كَلِمَةٍ سَوَاءٍ بَيْنَنَا وَبَيْنَكُمْ أَلَّا نَعْبُدَ إِلَّا اللَّهَ وَلَا نُشْرِكَ بِهِ شَيْئًا وَلَا يَتَّخِذْ بَعْضُنَا بَعْضًا أَرْبَابًا مِنْ دُونِ اللَّهِ. O people of the book, I ask all of your question here in this assembly. Torah is the book of the Jews, do you agree? Injil is the book of the Christians, do you agree? Quran is the book of the Muslims, do you agree? Why does Allah say, Ya Ahl al-Kitab, O people of the book, when they are three? Why doesn't Allah say, Ya Ahl al-Kutub, O people of the books? Because He wanted to show us that all of you, your books come from the same source. And that is me, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If all of us reflected on this, that the Quran set a principle that Ya Ahl al-Kitab, not Ya Ahl al-Kutub. O people of the book, Torah, Injil, Quran, no, all of it emanates from one place. Therefore, when you see a Christian, a person walked with Ali, the son-in-law of the Prophet, they went past the church. When they went past the church, the narration mentions that his companion said to him, I wonder how much shirk is being done in that church. Ali looked at the cup half full and he said, I wonder how much Allah is being worshipped in that church. Likewise with us, if we are the people of Rahmah, let's stop condemning non-Muslims to hell and concentrate on getting ourselves into Jannah. And then finally, when you want to see the final piece of Rahmah, Rahmah towards our enemies. It's not easy to be merciful towards one's enemy. Our ego gets in the way. Our arrogance gets in the way. We live in a world of tit for tat. We live in a world where we want to cut people off. But you found the greatest example of mercy ever to be shown was when he became victorious in Mecca. Abu Sufyan, his arch enemy, was alive. You had people like Safwan bin Umayyah. You had people like Sufyan bin Umayyah. You had people like Habbar ibn al-Aswad, Abdullah al-Zab'ari, Wahshi, the one who cut open his uncle on the day of Uhud. Yet the Holy Prophet looked at all of them. People were expecting the Holy Prophet to kill them because they thought that because they're his enemies, he's going to finish them. But he said, no, today is Yawm al-Marhamah. Today is the day of mercy. Today is the day where I show all of you that true power is not using it. It's to hold back from using it when you can use it. I can use power, but I won't. Because more beautiful in the eyes of Allah is when I use rahmah instead of using force. Inshallah, if all of us begin to implement rahmah and the rahmah lil alameen into our lives, then we'll see a healthier Pakistan. And in my humble opinion, every generation there is a source of rahmah. The Holy Prophet was the first, his Ahlul Bayt one after the other, and even every generation since then. And you are fortunate to have a Prime Minister like Imran Khan, and you're fortunate to have a Minister of Religious Affairs like Dr. Al-Qadri. Don't abuse this rahmah, make use of it. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thank you.